Well, Tina, the global pandemic is changing how teachers teach, how students learn, and just recently how they'll be graded. The new assessment will mean that students don't need to worry about their grades dropping. But some teachers, including one who spoke with City News under anonymity, are concerned that this new criteria will mean some students will get left behind.
Taking away a teacher's professional capacity for meaningful assessment and evaluation really undermines the work we're doing and the work that students are doing. So it's really hard to keep them coming to class if they have that notion that there's no way that their mark can possibly go down.
Beth, as we'll call her, teaches with the Toronto Catholic District School Board, who just posted a notice on how students would be graded during the pandemic. Part of it reading, quote, "The Ministry of Education has confirmed that final marks for all students elementary and secondary will not be lower than the mark they had prior to the March break on March 13th. Both Peel and Toronto school boards have also implemented the directive passed down from Ontario's Ministry of Education that will be applied to both elementary and secondary students. But Beth says she and other educators were shocked.
You've only done about 1/5 of your curriculum, and often you start with your easiest curriculum. So as the work gets more challenging, the grade gets more representative of the student's work and ability.
Beth says she's seen the challenges and difficulties distant learning has created for students, including mental health challenges, and is wondering how the province arrived to this decision. We asked the minister today.
We sought perspective from a diversity of views from our school boards to trustees to, of course, the unions themselves.
Would you say that both OSSTF and EDFO are on board with this assessment?
The feedback we've heard overwhelmingly from all the Federation partners and trustees, like overwhelmingly, was that they wanted us to build in flexibility, not to come up with a one-size-fits-all, which is why we've given those educators the ability to improve marks based on demonstrable work done by the student.
Why would a student be motivated to attend classes if they already know their March 13th grade is a pass? What do you say to those concerns expressed by teachers?
Well, look, I think it was educators who, and among others, school boards, among other entities that have raised the concern about not having students, or rather about having students being marked over this period, and really the fear of the unequal reality that their marks could be reduced over this period, given that we just don't know how some students are responding and how their families are responding and managing the COVID-19 reality.
The president of Ontario Secondary School Teachers Federation says it's unclear if at this time grades have the proper integrity. Assigning grades doesn't make sense because it's hard to know what you're grading, but tells us they are in favor of a pass-fail model. This is the same model Beth also says they were all expecting. She also expressed concern to me about the fact that some of her students, as well as others in the province, may not have adequate access to the technology, including iPads, computers, to be able to participate in lessons and therefore do the homework necessary. I asked Minister Lecce about this. He tells me that all the students will be receiving the necessary technology and they will be receiving them soon. I also asked him whether or not teachers will be administering year-end exams. He told me that will not be necessary. Instead, he's advising these teachers to provide assignments to the students.